Hey there guys, JWF1 here, and today I've got a bit of F1 2016 news. Yes, I haven't done any of F1 news for quite a while, but I thought I might as well get it out there. Now, today's F1 2016 news is regarding Ferrari. Yes, after much speculation about who the second driver is going to be to partner alongside Sebastian Vettel for 2016, it has been official. We have finally got an answer yesterday that the man who's going to be partnering alongside Sebastian Vettel next year at Ferrari is, drumroll please, for those people who don't know already, Kimi Räikkönen. Yes, Kimi is going to stay at Ferrari for another year. Now, I'm here to give out my thoughts and opinions about this. Some pros and cons about this, but they're mainly cons. So, without further ado, let me go through my thoughts about Kimi Räikkönen staying at Ferrari for another year. In some cases, it's good because it means that Kimi's still in Formula 1 for another year. Another thing is that we still get to joke about him as well, like in the press conferences when he's a bit, a bit of a lighter side to him, giving out a bit more comedy. And also the fact that Vettel and Raikkonen are going to be partnering once again, the great friends as well. So that's some pros about Kimi still being there. Now we come to the cons, which is mainly part of this. There are some cons about this that I'm not really happy about this. In my honest opinion, I don't think it should have been Kimi, in my opinion. I honestly think that Kimi is at the point of his career where he's now past his use-by date. And how old is he, by the way? Is he 36 or 37? He's 1 year older than Jenson Button. He's the oldest man on the grid, and he's getting to that point where he's losing it, in my opinion. He's not the same Kimi Räikkönen that we had between the years of 2003 to 2007, or even his 2 years at Lotus. He's not the same guy. Because ever since he went back to Ferrari in 2014, he's just had a dreadful 2 years. 2014 was just a disaster for him. He just couldn't get used to the brakes, and he was consistently outpaced by his teammate Fernando Alonso in most of the races. I don't think all, I think most. He was outperformed by his teammate Fernando Alonso. So it wasn't really a good return to Ferrari for Kimi last year. 2015 is, I'd say better than last year. Alright, he got a good start to the year, but he's just still being outperformed by his teammate Sebastian Vettel. And the fact that he's fifth in the Constructors' Championship, and he may have finished ahead of Vettel once in Bahrain, alright? I'll give him credit, alright? He finished second. But the only reason why he finished second was because of a couple of factors. One, because Vettel was quicker than him the whole weekend. The only reason why Vettel finished behind him in that race was because his team made a mistake in the pits, which dropped him to fifth, and as a result, he struggled to find a way past Bottas. Another reason is, and the thing with Rosberg, the only reason why he finished second was because Rosberg, although you could say Raikkonen pressured him into a mistake, Rosberg went wide. If he had kept his cool, Raikkonen would have finished third, or even fourth if Vettel had not made that mistake in the pits. So, he's just being consistently outpaced by Vettel, in my opinion, and I honestly think, and because also the fact that he's a dad as well, I think, in my opinion, Raikkonen would have preferably been more of a dad than a Formula 1 driver. But at the end of the day, it was Ferrari and Raikkonen's call, and he chose to sign that option of another year that Ferrari gave him. So it's Vettel and Raikkonen at Ferrari once again for 2016. There were a few problems that I've got with it, and to be honest with you, I honestly feel so sorry for Bottas. I honestly felt that it was going to be Valtteri Bottas at Ferrari next year, but Ferrari chose Raikkonen instead. My brother got it right, and I got it wrong. And that's rare for me, because I hardly get things wrong. That's kind of disappointing, which means my predictions that I made are awfully wrong. Because of this, Kimi staying at Ferrari, it's going to look like now that Bottas is going to stay put at Williams. It's looking like that Button's now going to stay put at McLaren. And Hulkenberg, on the other hand, I still honestly don't think he's going to be at Force India next year. I still think he's going to go to Haas next year. I still think it's going to be Verline and Perez at Force India next year. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm also hearing rumours about Haas that they are poised to announce their driver lineup in 2 weeks, in around 2 weeks' time. So the week before, so that's, I believe, the week before the Singapore Grand Prix. So that's something we've got to look forward to. So, yeah. That's it. So, yeah, they're my opinions about Kimi Räikkönen. I honestly don't believe he should have had the Ferrari seat. I honestly think he should have retired at the end of the year. I mean, as much as I like Kimi, you've got to think, though, what's the best for Ferrari? Do you stick with a guy who's being outperformed by Vettel all the time? Or do you go with a guy who's equally as competitive as Vettel and a guy who actually finished ahead of Vettel in the 2014 championship? I mean, yes, although Bottas was in a quicker Williams in 2014, and Vettel was in a slow Red Bull, you know, Ricciardo finished ahead of Bottas in the championship. That kind of explains something. Also, I know that Ferrari like to go with experienced drivers, like they've got, but if I was in charge of Ferrari, I'd go with a person who's proved himself. Bottas has proved himself the past 2 years. I mean, yes, he could have gone with Hulkenberg, but Hulkenberg, I think he's at that point where he shot his chance of going to Ferrari. I mean, he could have got it if Williams offered him and Bottas ended up going to Ferrari. But Bottas has proved himself in the past 2 years, in 2014 and 2015, that he is a quick driver. He's proved himself in a quick car, and I honestly felt that Ferrari should have taken Bottas instead of Räikkönen. But that was Ferrari's call, and they've ended up keeping Räikkönen. So, yeah, they're my thoughts. But what are your thoughts, guys? So, yeah, please put down in the comments what are your thoughts about this. Do you believe that Ferrari made a good decision to keep Kimi? Do you believe they should have? You know, gone with Bottas? Do you believe they should have gone with Hulkenberg? And what do you think Haas's lineup is going to be for 2016? My opinion, I think it's going to be Hulkenberg and Marciello, but that's Haas's call at the end of the day. So, yeah, that's it, guys. So thank you very much for watching. I've been JWF1. And I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.